Josh, how you doing, man?
Good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Awesome, man. Well, listen, I'm excited because something that has been in my heart from before we even started Juno was to really bring a best-in-class full community suite and plan together for groups. And we had done it in my former company, CrowdHub. We would go in and build these really amazing community platforms. And it's like finally coming back to kind of my roots where Juno was started as a virtual solution to a pandemic. Now we understand that there's still a lot of members, users, guests that want to virtually connect in. But then there's this whole engine behind it, which is like, let's ideas share, let's learn, let's grow. And so when we launched PCMA out, their chapters, PCMA's got all these chapters all over the place. And they really want to create these hubs for them to connect and ideas share, as well as virtually come in when they need to. So launch the forums. We're so excited about it. Let's talk a little bit about our TagBased Forums. And then I want to talk about our emails and how that loop really starts to work. So describe a little bit about our TagBased Forum. Let's kind of unpack that for a second.
Yeah, and we dog food it, right? We had an internal forum that we were on as a company, and I tagged a post yesterday that I made. And it's like, if you're familiar with Instagram, if you're familiar with Twitter and using hashtags, right? It's not the newest concept, but it's such a powerful thing to be able to, like, instead of just following a topic, right? Like that's kind of the things like forums. It was like you knew that you wanted to be a part of that topic or that because where the message was. Right. What's so cool about tags is, like, as we get a lot of content, I still want to have a place that I can browse and find it, but I also have a way to get to content that is maybe not in the topic that I'm following, or it's not, like, I didn't know to go look for it, but I know I'm interested in that topic because it's been tagged with that, right? So it's a way to, like, kind of break these posts out of a very narrow, you can only put one thing in one place, to, like, man, I don't care where it was posted, but it was about this, about, like, being better at leadership. That's interesting to me. I can find those topics across a wide range or those posts across a wide range of topics. I think that's so much a more powerful way to find and access information.
Well, it is, because like you say, like, maybe I'm in a forum talking about that forum subject, but then I reference a very meaningful sub point. And that sub point is what I'm interested in. And now I'm like, okay, these forums are allowing me to really and then that's where the alerts and everything else come, because now I can go, okay, this is following in this forum. This is what I'm interested in. And now emails can even go out and begin to say, hey, this is something that just, you didn't even know was going on. That's interesting.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my gosh, thank you for that. And, we don't want to sort through stuff. We all know that whatever it is in our digital engagement, I don't want to sort through anything. Like, take me right to where I want to be, handle it for me, and let's get with it.
Yeah, this reminds me, really early in my career, I had a business that had several small regional offices, and every office filed their invoices, their work orders, in a different way. Some would do it by work order number, some would do it by customer, some would do it by date. And they all had their pros and cons. It kind of depended on how your brain worked when you went to go look for a piece of paper. And then as a company, we implemented an enterprise content management, like electronic document system. And it kind of blew everybody's mind that it was like, well, how do we file these? And you go, it doesn't matter anymore. I'm tagging them with all of these things, and I can find it by whichever thing you want. And it's like, kind of opens up this whole thing of, it doesn't matter where it is. Like, I can pull all that together and do all these really cool things with it now because I've got that tagging architecture on there. I just think that's such a cool thing about computers, man. And I like computers.
Exactly. No, I mean, the whole point of idea sharing and growing is to make it seamless and possible. And as we launch into this next season of Juno, for us, it's so important to say, hey, whether it's an event, whether it's a gathering, we recognize that the power of bringing people together and the need of them to quickly idea share and exchange information has never been more important. And the old world of solely gathering physically, we say it all the time, we live in an and world. Events are not going to go away. Events are great. They're powerful. There's nothing like actually sitting across from somebody and having that engagement. But the appetite's grown. the appetite for the opportunity is growing. And that's where Juno comes in and says, hey, keep building on what you're doing, and let's do it in a sophisticated, smart way. So if you're following a forum, you're going to get these email notifications. You're going to get reminded that, like, hey, you may not be interested in the wine forum, but in the wine forum, somebody just recommended a brand new beer. And I'm sure these forums are going to be a lot more sophisticated, intelligent conversations than this. But in its most simple way, like, oh my gosh, had that tag not been in there and been notified, I would have never known. And so the more powerful we can make, like you said, really the cataloging of information, the more people are going to have access to it and really see change.
Yeah. Cool.
It's exciting, dude.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I know we have a lot more community features coming, a lot more progress coming, but this is exciting. It's a reminder of the power of where Juno's going, and I'm thrilled about it.
Yeah, I am too. It's such a, you're right. I mean, I repeat what you said, but like, events are just another form of community. And so to the way that to broaden that, we're still doing the same goal, right? It's to bring people together, because there's so much power in that. But to do that in a bunch of different channels and kind of meet people where they are. So it's really, I get excited to do those things and try to achieve that goal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, dude, big things are going on. It's exciting. We have a lot of work to do, a lot of work ahead of us, as well as anybody that's watching this fully understands and appreciates all that we're all doing. So let's keep growing and building and helping people connect.
Awesome.
Good to see
talking to
you,
you, Josh.
All right, buddy.